Okay, it's 2 o'clock.
J-Town.
It's 2 o'clock. Okay, we're ready. Let's proceed. Call the meeting to order because it's 2 o'clock on August 16th, 2025. Welcome, everybody. Has everybody remembered to mute their phones? Well, a couple of people I see got them off. That's okay. Well, that's why we remind everybody. New members. We have a new member here today. Rick. There he is. I lost you for a minute. Just while you're standing up, tell us your name so everybody knows who you are.
My name is Rick Upstreet, and moved to the Louisville area from West Virginia, retired in 2019. Here, we both our grandkids here.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you and nice to see you.
Morgan County had a couple of great conventions in years back.
Oh, wow. And of course, Bobby Pumphrey is not here today, but he's new. Welcome, Bobby. I wanted to call to your attention. We do have a visitor. No, he's not a visitor. He's a member, but somebody who's well known, but nobody knows him. Duke, stand up and show yourself. So when people say Duke Green is the superintendent of the Southern Indiana Railroad Club, 100% club. Welcome, Duke, and always pleasure and an honor to see you.
Thank you. Appreciate being welcome.
Okay. Now we do. No visitors online, right, Rick?
Just the one.
Oh, well, that's not a visitor. Gordy is here today.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me.
Oh, well, sorry. Stan Perry is here. Sorry I missed you, Stan. Nice to see you. Thanks for reminding us. Okay, Mr. Robinson.
Yep, you're hearing me there?
Yes.
Excellent. It's nice to join you. I was asked to join you because Fred felt I should come and give out another award to somebody who I've recently given an award to, but we thought we'd give out more awards, so why not? So there's somebody who I believe is a little bit of a legend in the division, and recently received the President's Award from me, and that would be Mr. Russ. Don't know where he is.
Come on down, Russ.
He's off the camera. There we go. So,
He decided to sit in the back, so it'll take him a little while to get up here.
At the back and off the camera. All right, Mr. Russ. So, not only did you recently receive a President's Award from me, but a little birdie tells me that it's been 25 years since you joined the NMRA. So we also hopefully, someone has the 25 years membership certificate. Congratulations. I hope it's somewhere.
Thank you there, Gordon. I so appreciate it.
So we're going to do this way.
Okay.
I was able to get Gordy here, but I couldn't get him here. So you're going to have to survive. You know, I got one of the directors here. You know? I mean, so Barbara's going to take a real quick picture here. Here we go. Give me your hand. Shake
Oh, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's like Russ and Gordy.
Oh,
So you go ahead and talk to Gordy.
all right. Well, thank you very much. Just, I guess through Tennessee, I just got a nice note from you, a letter. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, and appreciate everything that I can do for the Division 8 and the NMRA.
Thank you. We appreciate you too. I hope you've got enough wall space at home.
There's not much room with all the other awards he's recently received.
Thank you very much for everything, Russ.
Gordon, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate you coming all the way from overseas.
Thank you, Gordy. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you all.
Okay, yes. Minutes from the last meeting. We have Rick here. Rick? Do you have the minutes with you?
Yes, it is.
You do? All right. Does anybody want to hear them?
I make the motion, we accept the minutes.
The last meeting as posted. Yes, great. Carl will second it. Make note of it, Rick. All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. Now it's time for money with Mike.
That's a different title. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, and technically, this is a report for 2 months. Yes.
What's Carl's last name? Carl's last name.
Also,
Well, you need another.
Go.
also,
There, Bob?
No.
All right, anyway,
also,
You can take a step back.
You're right.
That's right.
whatever. I don't have a marker.
something like that.
Today's treasurer's report technically for 2 months because we didn't have a meeting last month. There was something called a picnic last month. But I'll try to cut to the chase here best I can. On the expense side, so yeah, we did that. Any other questions?
Can we have a motion to approve Mike's report, please? Mark, Norman, who seconded it? Oh, David Mertz. David, you're slow up today. You usually first vote. You're sleeping back there.
Yeah.
All those in favor of approving Mike's report, irregardless of the stamps.
Regardless of-
Any opposed? Okay. Thank you, Mike.
Uh,
And guess what?
Yeah.
It's time for committee reports and member welfare. Mike.
Yeah, this is a quick one, thankfully. It goes way back, probably right around our last meeting,
Into June.
when Rick was out. Rick was having some issues back then, and thankfully, that's been it since then. So, glad to see Rick back in Oneida. And so, as I always say though, and I don't want anybody to forget, if you hear anything about anybody in the division, please let us know. We don't want anybody to feel like somebody didn't care or forgot or whatever. We do this, and it's a good thing, but it puts a little onus on us because we recognize all these people. We don't want to not recognize them. That's sad. So please let us know if you hear something. Thanks.
And a quick thank you to Mike for taking care of member welfare. Sometimes that's not an easy job, especially when we lose a member or a member is seriously ill. Fortunately, Rick is all well and back,
Amen.
but we're happy that he's here. Monthly modeling contest, Barry. Maintenance away, or MO, as we like to call it.
So let's face it, we all love maintenance away equipment, don't we? Gives us a chance to put really old stuff on our layout and things that have great names like Wrecker or Boom Car or Spreader, Flanger, Rotary. We love them all. And today's contest shows some really good modeling. And everybody's a winner today. Everybody's taken home winner points because we had a tie for third place. So Ed Brennan and Bob Frankrone both. Ed has an L&N work train, and Bob also L&N. His is a 200-ton crane and a tender. So congratulations to our 2 third-place winners today for the tie. And then continuing on, we've got Craig Hatter, and he's a Penn Central guy. So he's got the Russell snowplow that's been tricked out with lots of details and everything. So congratulations to Craig for second place. And then for first place today, we've got Steve Lasher, and he has something which he calls, somebody's got to have the right stuff. Something that NASA astronauts would all agree with. If you're going out into space, you have to have all the right stuff in you and with you. And Steve's talking about what type of tools, what type of equipment you're going to need once you get out to the site. You got to have it with you. So he's filled up his car with all kinds of good stuff and won first place for doing it.
So Steve is online today. Congratulations. I've got a certificate for you, which we will send your way in the near future for winning our first contest of the new model year. It's hard to believe that it's the new model contest already, but if the kids are back in school, that means we're starting over again with our models, aren't we? So we're going to continue right on in September with our dual contest that we have for photography. So it's 2 contests, which means that y'all can have 2 entries, and we'll have 2 sets of winners. So one of the contests is model photos, and the other one is prototype photos, 2 different ones. So that's coming up in September. Now, I'd like to take just a moment to congratulate Bob Frankrone for winning 2nd place overall for the 24-25 year.
Thank you.
So come on up, Bob, to receive your certificate and a $75 card to scale reproduction.
Yeah,
That's right, that's the important part. So we're really happy for your wonderful work that we all love. And
Oh, well, thank you very
got
much.
2nd place for the
I love
model
it.
contest here, yeah. so
Thank you. Good job running the contest.
Thank you.
On the boat.
You betcha, happy to do that. This is also for you, just to keep your
Oh,
certificate
thank you.
nice and-
Appreciate it. Thank you.
nice and
Yeah.
safe and everything. And we'll get that to Steve. Okay, thank you all for supporting the contest. Have a good day.
Barry, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Weiss, front and center, please.
Yes, sir, Maybe.
Reporting.
Yeah. Ready? No, there. And that's me, the little guy. And- No respect, no respect. After the break, yours truly will be passing on some suggestions, some hints on making your entries to the contest or to the pie card, or maybe a national publication, just a little bit better, and we'll, spiff it up a little bit for you. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Who has heard of Showcase Miniatures?
Wait. Before we
Okay,
move,
I'm waiting.
before we move on to Showcase Miniatures and what's coming up next month,
Okay,
let's just pay a little attention. If you don't know, our Assistant Superintendent, Fred Sword, makes up these agendas every month. And a lot of times, there's some clever stuff. And an example is this model railroad photographer starter pack that Fred has put together for us, so. Nice job, Fred.
it's gonna make me a little taller.
You're bigger than the locomotive.
For once.
All right. Who has heard of Showcase Miniatures? Okay. Well, next month, then, Debbie and Walter Vale, owner of Showcase, are gonna give us a quick little tour of their place and then show us some of the items that they have available. And I've only seen a couple of hands up between now, Bob,
Discount people.
I'm sorry,
Discount people.
maybe not. But you might want to get on their web and troll around a little bit. They do some pretty neat vehicles, detail parts, signals, both in N and HO. So I think that when you see this, you'll be, pretty excited about perhaps going out and getting one of their items. Yes, sir?
I just verified. You can right now go get a discount from them because they are NMRA partners.
Oh.
So if you go out to the NMRA website, look for the partnership program, or do what I did, search NMRA partner and find the link, and there you go. I don't know what it is, but 10% off of all the.
So Bob, ask and you shall receive.
Boy, oh boy.
There you, okay, all right.
Sale.
Okay, so that should be a fun presentation next month. So, you've heard me say this about every month. this really works. If you want to get something done on your layout, have some guests over. Was it a year ago that Brad came or more than that? Yeah. So
About a year ago.
okay, so, Brad Joseph of St. Louis, about a year ago came and visited, a number of layouts here. He and his grandson, came over to the house earlier in the week, and I gotta tell you, the stuff that I've been procrastinating on, poof, all done, cleaned up, yeah, so if you wanna get something done on the layout, gotta have a deadline, and then nothing better to have a deadline is to have us over, and I promise we won't say anything except thank you for having us over, so let me know when you're ready. And I think then, Ron, it's back to you.
Thank you, Russ. We can't wait to see you here in a few minutes.
Okay.
No, if you got the information update this week, you'll notice that the train show is now less than 100 days away. And we put this up here for folks to sign up on. We used to put it over there, but everybody would sign up because they thought it was a meeting, sign up and then scratch your name off, and then it made it difficult to read. So far today, we've had one person sign up, Mark Norman. Thank you, Mark. If anybody else would like to join Mark at the train show and sale and possibly offer some work, they can sign up right here at the break or after the meeting, or you can send us an email or send us a text or tell me if you see me at Walmart. Hey, Ron, I can help. And we'll put you down. November 15th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you're an NMRA member, you can get in at 9 a.m. with your membership card in your hot little hand. Okay. Oh, I've been waiting for this to come up for quite a while. Division 8 elections are coming up. The elections actually start taking place in January of 2026. And to accomplish that, we have to have a nominating committee. And the superintendent has made arrangements to, once again, Mark Norman is, thank you, Mark, always here when we need him, along with Stan White, and Randy Griggs is here today. Stan couldn't join us today, by the way, because I believe he's and his wife are in charge, or one of the people putting on a neighborhood picnic, because it is August and summertime in their neighborhood. And then Don Fowler is going to be the teller, and judge, as he has been many times, would be Mr. Bill Lynch. So if you're interested in being one of the officers, like superintendent or assistant superintendent, or, well, Mike, you're running for treasurer again?
Yeah.
Probably, maybe.
Okay.
Rick might concede to, but we do need a superintendent and an assistant superintendent, maybe, and a trustee. So if you're interested in joining, contact the nomination committee, or else they may be in contact with you. And that's it for the meeting. Not bad, 23 minutes. Now, though, we do lucky enough to have a back to basics this month.
Thank you, Ron. Have you all taken a look at the show and tell table? It's kind of sparse today. It's because there's road work going on. Everybody's staying off the highways. That's right. So every once in a while, I get a question about roadways and signs. And with Showcase Miniatures coming next month, they do a lot of stuff for signage. I've actually bought some things, and not the signs, but some of the sign posts, because they are just amazing. But so how wide is a road? Well, what's your era and location? Because it depends. How wide is the shoulder on a road? Well, again, what's your era? What's your location? What color is a stop sign? What's your era and location? You see a theme here? How tall is a traffic cone and what color is it? Ah, there we go. That's why I brought those today. And again, what's your era and location? So this will be a quick, as usual, back to basics, just about 5 minutes. A couple little hints here, a couple places to look at, and so forth. Where I go is this document, and it's online. It's the Manual of Uniform Traffic Control Devices, or MUT-CD. It's put out by the Department of Transportation. Federal Department of Transportation. And some of the states, not all the states, also have these online, so they may have some variations of it for your particular state. The reason I like this is because if I'm looking for a road sign, it's in here. And because it's online, I can just right-click, copy, put that into some photo editor, PowerPoint, size it, print it out, and now I've got a road sign. Or I can put it in some photo editor, such as PowerPoint, modify it, and make a sign for a highway on Russ's layout. You've got the template basically right there. It doesn't take that much work to do it. That's a subject for another full-blown clinic, but that's where I start. There are a lot of resources online that will show you pictures of street signs, and that's great, or highway signs, and that's awesome. This is where I go because it's all there in one. To answer the question, generally 12 feet, but not always. There are some roads that are going to be on our layout that are going to be much narrower than that because they're going through industrial areas. There are going to be some roads that are going to be exactly that. Some will have shoulders, some will not. But I've got the photos, I've got the documentation that shows what it should have been at that time. Going all the way back to what is your era? What is your location? That makes more sense. But as a general guideline, wide. This is an easy one. There are a few exceptions out there. Somewhere in Florida, there is a blue stop sign in some community. Blue, bright blue. But in general, if you're 1954 and before, it's probably a yellow sign. If it's after that, it's probably red. That's easy. So Tom, what's the year on your model railroad?
56.
He can have anything he wants, okay? In fact, it's Tom's railroad, so he could have green if he wanted. But knowing Tom and his affiliation with those guys in Lexington, it would be probably blue, if anything, other than red, right? That's right. Okay. How about traffic cones? Now, probably you're not going to have one this size. This is in a park in Seattle, and this thing is like 50 feet tall. So you're probably not going to have one that large. But neat, this you can find this online. This is at trafficsafetystore.com, trafficsafetystore.com. And I just love this little diagram that it's got. There's this little infographic that gives you a roadway history, of traffic cones, and it tells you about when traffic cones came into existence, when they started having the white, or actually the silver reflective stripes on them and so forth. So in my era of 1980, 81, we're pretty much running with the same thing as what we've got out there now. And in general, this is what we're looking at. So the four examples I have over there, and those are 3D printed. And I'll tell you what, we found an amazing deal on an Anycubic 3D printer that allows me to have 4 spools across the top and print in multicolors. So that's where they came from. To print one takes me about 20 minutes, but to print, are you ready for this? 25 takes about 40 minutes. And that's because every time it changes, one of the reasons is it's got to do all the setup, all the warming of the bed. If you warm it for 1, if you warm it for 25, it takes about the same amount of time. But every time you change a color, it has to go through a sequence of popping out some filament out the back, colloquially known as printer poop, okay? Because it comes out in the little things like, what is that? But every time you change color, so if I change color for one of these cones, it's going to change it 4 times. If I change it for 25 of them, it's going to change it 4 times. So that's why the difference, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to do one, 40 minutes to do 25, because it's not doing a lot of that repetition stuff. It does it once here and once there. In general, if it's more than 36 inches, and there are some more specifics in the MUT CD about that, or if that's for a high-speed highway or at night and so forth, and then 28 to 36 for just about everything else, and then a little one out there is at least 18 inches. So what you've got over there are the 3 color, or the 2 color with 2 bands. And no, it's not exactly orange because I didn't have orange on hand. And it's not exactly silver because I did try it with silver, and the silver did not print well. It was very grainy. Okay. So instead, that is a light gray or that other band in there. So take a look at them. There's a small one that's about 36 inches, excuse me, about 28 inches. There's one that's 36 and then another one that's about 39 or so also. So take a look. You can pick them up and handle them. They're not going to hurt anything. The file that was given to me, I did not create the STL file for the 3D print. The file that was given to me had orange completely on the bottom. So Ron and I were talking, and some of the traffic cones out there are orange on that base. But if you want it to be black, you just print it black. And the print on that is very thin, so it's not a great print. Once you print it and put it on roadway, you don't know anything else. It looks just fine. So there you go. There's the answer. What's your error? What's your location? You've got a couple ideas about where to look. And if you're interested in some of those traffic cones for layout, holler at me. I'm not selling them. No, we're not going there. But I printed more than I need. Trust me. Okay. All right. That is it for Back to Basics.
One
Rick.
on your buoys, they work good for buoys and channel markers and water.
Oh, yeah. Did you hear what Rick said?
Yeah, I mean, you can't, I mean, especially in N scale, the fact that they're actually cone shaped doesn't, but you do see cone shaped ones in, in real life and stuff. So yeah, if you got like a small recreational area or something, whether it's boat docks or,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, or shallow water, those things work nice and,
And my apologies to all the N scale folks. I tried to print them in N scale and I got little blobs.
Yeah.
Okay. My filament printer will not do that level of detail for those.
on something like that though, on N scale, you just take a piece of styrene.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. No one will know the difference. All right. That's it. We're done.
Hey, Fred,
Hey.
just out of curiosity, you stirred up a lot of memories. When I think sometime in the 60s, they went from these black smudge pots at night with the open flame
Okay.
to the flashing orange
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
I don't, it wasn't a smooth cutoff date, but I'm guessing sometime in the 60s.
Yeah. I didn't, I wasn't interested in that, Steve, so I didn't find it, but that's a great subject for another Back to Basics. We'll put you down for next month.
Sure.
Let's stop this nonsense. What time is it?
Russ.